The Bicycle Thief. It's a 1948 movie. I'm going to read the plot from Wikipedia. In post-World War II Rome, a man desperately needs work to support his wife and his son and his small baby. He's offered a job posting advertising bills, but tells his wife he cannot accept because the job requires a bicycle. His wife strips the bed of dowry bed sheets, prized possessions of a poor family, and takes them to a pawn shop where they bring enough to redeem Antonio's bicycle. It's Antonio, son Bruno, and wife Maria. On his first day of work, Antonio is at the top of the ladder when a man steals his bicycle. Antonio runs after him, but is thrown off the trail by the thieves' confederates. The police file Antonio's complaint, but say there's little they can do. Advised that stolen goods often surface at Piazza Vittorio Market, Antonio and his son go there with several friends. They find a bicycle frame which may be Antonio's, but the vendors refuse to allow them to examine the serial number. They call over a carabiniere, who orders the vendors to allow him to read the serial number. It does not match that of the missing bicycle, but the officer will allow them to examine it for themselves. At the Portese market, Antonio and Bruno spot someone he believes to be the thief with an old man. The thief eludes them, and the old man feigns ignorance. They follow him into a church where he too slips away from them. Antonio pursues the thief into a brothel, whose denizens eject them. In the street, hostile neighbors gather as Antonio accuses the thief, who conveniently falls into a fit, for which the crowd blames Antonio. Bruno fetches a policeman, who searches the thief's apartment without success. The policeman tells Antonio the case is weak. Antonio has no witnesses, and the neighbors are certain to provide the thief with an alibi. Antonio and Bruno leave in despair and amid jeers and threats from the crowd. Their way home takes them to Stadio Nazionale football stadium. Antonio sees an unattended bicycle near a doorway, and after much anguished indecision, instructs Bruno to take the tram to stop nearby and wait. Antonio circles the unattended bicycle shop and jumps on it. Instantly, the hue and cry is raised, and Bruno, who has missed the tram, is stunned to see his father pursued, surrounded by and pulled from the bicycle. As Antonio is being muscled towards the police station, the bicycle's owner notices Bruno and in tears, in a moment of compassion, tells the others to release Antonio. Antonio and Bruno then walk off slowly amid a buffeting crowd. Antonio fights back tears, and Bruno takes his hand.